So just a reference, this is the arm lump that puffed up that I'm talking about, which I was worried about. I have had chemo today. I feel pretty rotten right now, not gonna lie. Today was not a good day by any means. The people were great and everything. I love my nurses and stuff. But no matter how wonderful the staff are and everything, and they are, like, chemo just sucks. But today was proper hard. Like, yeah. So I had to get bloods done, and I got them done in the morning, and that just hurt like hell. Oh, like really hurt, and for a long while too. It's like still really sore just from the blood test. And then we had to wait a few hours, and there was like a bit of waiting there, and my arm hasn't hurt or puffed up or anything or gotten bigger since the chemo kicked in. And then 2 days ago it had actually gotten bigger, and that really scared me. So there was delays because we needed to talk to the doctor about that, and I already had not had chemo for a week due to sickness. Then we tried to do a cannula here. There was so much like moving around trying to get the vein, me starting to cry, nearly made the nurse cry. Bit of a drawn out process. She was lovely. I was grateful that she cared. She was very, very sweet. Then another nurse came over and like helped to finish it off and like get it in the right spot. They said they had it in the right spot. Then I had the saline. It was like stinging and hurting and all of this, but I was like, I can just power through it anyway. Turns out they couldn't get blood draw, so we had to abandon that cannula, and I had to get like someone from, I don't know, the specialist team down to put the cannula this high up in my arm. That hurt. There was more crying. I asked the lady there, the social worker lady. I asked for a social worker, and the social worker came down. She held my hand, and I was just very grateful to be able to have a good sob while someone was there. And she talked to me, and I talked about life, and I talked about how, a lot of times after chemo, when my husband's working, I'm just, on duty, and that's tough, and I just need someone to, cook some meals, do a little bit of housekeeping, which thankfully I do have this housekeeper coming. But, I just kind of need a grandma around, someone to take my daughter out and paint and do all those little things with her. I need someone to be around that's like helps in a practical way. Genuinely just need a grandma around. That's just not a service anywhere. Like, anyway, that was my day. I got to the hospital around like 9 something or 10ish. I'm back home, and now it's like around 8, so big day. Not sure if I mentioned it or not, but they had to bring in what I believe is called a VAT team, and they bring this ultrasound and they specialise in finding veins, and so I ended up having my second cannula put in above the elbow, and that one worked.